Okay, quiet on the set. We have Rocco's review, and he's going to review a movie where the two of the lead actors absolutely can't stand each other. But Rocco will talk about the movie. So take it away, Rocco.
Yes, the movie in question is none other than still the most popular movie out right now, The Fate of the Furious, directed by F. Gary Gray, and it stars Vin Diesel, Dwayne Johnson, of course, The Rock, Jason Statham, and Michelle Rodriguez. Of course, as many of you know, this is the 8th film in the Fast and Furious film franchise. In this particular outing, when a mysterious woman ensnares Dom, played by Diesel, into the world of terrorism and ends up betraying those closest to him, his quote-unquote family face their toughest challenge. We've seen this franchise totally just grow by leaps and bounds. I mean, when it started out, it was basically like an entertaining but relatively kind of very average car racing film, and since the 5th film, it's ballooned into this like special effects bonanza, criminal heists and all this other stuff, and every film since the 5th one has gotten better and better and just more interesting. The last film, of course, had a particularly high level of resonance because unfortunately one of the stars, Paul Walker, had accidentally gotten killed in an accident. With this particular film, this film tries to keep the drama of these central characters going by basically having Vin Diesel's character kind of turn against the group. And I think in many ways this helps the film continue to be exciting, and you have the great cast who does this movie, not just Vin Diesel, but of course Ludacris and Tyrese Gibson and all these fantastic casts that you really feel like a great chemistry, and you really feel a sense that they really enjoy doing this together, and that's part of what keeps this fresh, this film franchise. The other aspect, particularly that's kept this film relatively fresh, is particularly Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and Jason Statham. Both of these guys came into this franchise, and they really have contributed highly to making it very enjoyable. I really do think that for everybody who says like, oh, these movies are kind of dumb, which they are, but it is exciting and it's very entertaining, and they do a lot to keep you coming back for more. And yes, these continue to be great movies. This is not quite as good as maybe the previous sequels, but it's still worthwhile. I mean, if you're looking for like a big fun movie with a lot of action and all that, you definitely can't go wrong with this, and it definitely shows that the formula they have for this is still working fantastically. And I definitely would say I would give Fate of the Furious 3 out of 5 stars. Thank you very much.
All right, great job, Rocco. And I was referring to two of the stars in the movie. There's been reported a lot of bad blood between Vin Diesel and The Rock.
Yes.
And it's almost been like a soap opera, but
yes,
there's no secret that Vin Diesel and The Rock do not like each other.
Yeah, it's, from what I've heard about it, it just seems like a case of, Vin Diesel had been the star of this thing for most of the franchise, and, now The Rock has come in. He's a big star in his own, and I think prior to that, nobody could cross Vin Diesel, but, since The Rock can pretty much could do his own thing if he wanted to, he pretty much said, put his foot down and said no more. But, whatever happens with this film, with the movies that come afterwards, there's no doubt about it that, The Rock has played a big particular role in making it, very engaging. And, I've heard rumors that they might be a spin-off film with, The Rock and Jason Statham, so maybe what might be needed, it's a case of kind of destiny, kind of playing itself, so.
All right. Great job, Rocco.
Thank you. Okay, so next.
All right. Hallelujah.